In the last video, we covered conditional statements, such as if statements and switches. In this one, we're going to be covering loops. Loops are amazing, loops are fun, and they're kind of loopy. Okay, so we're moving on to the next video. This video is loops. So it might be a little loopy for us. Oh no. It always happens. Something always has to go wrong. In this case, and the background stopped working. Okay. I don't know why it always happens with OBS. If anybody can help me, let me know. So what that was is it was just I'm watching Twitch while I'm actually recording this. So we're going into loops. There's two different types of loops we're going to actually tackle today. We've got for loops and we got while loops. For loops are actually my favorite. I use them all the time. While loops are really good too though because they're great for creating menus and whatnot. Now, those are the only two types of loops we actually use in Python. Other languages will also have the do while. So let's move on to the presentation. Just wanted to make sure I was actually at the beginning of it. So, brief overview, while and for loops. So think of a loop as a roundabout. You enter the roundabout and you're not sure which way you're going to exit, so you just keep on going round and round and round. Finally, the condition is met. You realized which way you're actually going to be going. So you exit. That's what a loop is. So a while loop. It executes while a specific condition is met or is not met. So like, think about making a menu. You want it to keep on looping through the menu until you say, hey, I don't want to be here anymore. Just like in a video game. Whenever the game is running and running and running until you exit. Same kind of thing. And it's written with a while variable, condition operator, and then condition met. So let's dive on into the thick of it. Here's an example of the code. I'm going to type it up. We're going to try it out and see if it works. So here we go. So we're going to set Z to 0. Correction. X to 0. Too many spaces, I'm guessing. Oh no, it's fine. Y equals, let's go 25. Z, this is going to be our first message. We have looped W equals times. Let's just for fun add another one. Whoops. We'll have fun with that one later. So we're going to go while x is less than y. Now we enter the loop. Print. Let's put our message in. Z x w x plus equals 1. And then print u. What happens when we run this code? There's our result. I'm just going to run it again. We're going to explain it and then make some changes. So let's move over to our presentation here. So we define our variables. I think the music's a little too loud, eh guys? So we define our variables. we then set up the loop. So how we enter the loop is we write while. Now it knows, hey, we're doing a while loop. What variable? What operator? And then what variable or constant makes this a condition? We then print out our text. In this case, we can do many other things. We can run another loop inside. We can run the rest of the program in there. Have some switches, if statements, and whatnot. Just some fun stuff. You're going to find out whenever we do Fibonacci sequence. Not in this video. That's a later video. I want to get functions out of the way, and then we can actually start working on some fun stuff here. We go down here, and yeah, that's the body of the stuff. Just do a little bit of practice here. So we're actually going to invert the variables. And then we're going to run it. So let's go back to the result and run it. Check that out. Now, what happens if we switch that to a greater than or equal to? Let's go to our result. Tell me if you know the difference. Okay? Next thing we're going to do is we're going to move on to our for loops. We're done that. You're going to practice some more. Yes, you guys are going to practice some more. And then you're going to tell me what you end up getting in the comments or in Discord. Also, if you need help, join the Discord and we'll talk about it. We can also move on to more advanced things in there. You can also find the PowerPoints in there until I get the website up and running. So let's check out our presentation again. For loops. Count through sequences such as dictionaries. This is cool because we're going to draw on some of our previous knowledge here. So here's our example. And I just need to erase the previous code. So in this example, we are going to define a dictionary of days. And then we're going to loop through it. So let's type up the code. So days equals, brace bracket open, first day is Monday. I'm going to be a little cheap here, okay? Excuse me. Second day is Tuesday. Wednesday. Thursday. Friday. Saturday. And the final day, Sunday. Okay, so now that we got that, we can actually create our loop. So I know you don't see day anywhere in here. That's because as we're writing the for loop, we're actually defining a new variable. And we're saying day is going to search inside days. A colon to open it up. Print. So cool thing about this print is, let's add a string, day. We don't need a space there because it automatically puts in spaces for us. Day. We got a nice is there. Days. And woot. We are done. Now check this out. When I run this code, see what happens. No errors. So day number 1 is Monday. Day number 2 is Tuesday. Now let's look back at doing work. Wait a minute. It's pulling everything from here. Now you know how that can actually be really helpful, right? Because we can do this. We can make an entire calendar. We can have days of the year. We can have months. All that fancy stuff just by doing a couple loops. Less stuff we have to write, the better. Isn't that right? Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to actually go through the code step by step. So let's go back to the presentation. So we make our dictionary, because we're going to be looping through that, right? We move over to our loop. So, as previously stated, we start off with for. We make day as our looping variable with respect to the dictionary days. And then we set up the code we want to execute. Now practice it out. We're not going to go through it all because I'm trying to keep this video actually short because I keep on going over the 15-minute limit that I put on myself. So here we go. Now what you can do on your own time or in the Discord with our help, can also break out into a Facebook chat, is you're going to nest some loops, do what I already have on here. We're going to talk about it, get some help, and if we're having trouble in certain areas, I'll just create a new video surrounding it. So in conclusion, what we covered today is while loops and for loops. Had a little bit of fun with it, realized the power of the loop. It saves you so much time. I remember whenever I first started programming, and yeah, didn't know about loops right away, so the amount of if statements and switches I used, it was insane. Now I don't have to do that. Okay, we're going to go to the